especially if you know already the right from wrong, being a priest.
Yes, yes.
And you commit such a heinous crime, even mentally or just for any reason at all. It doesn't have to be that you kill that baby directly. You still have to bear the burden so that you will know what compassion means. You know what suffering is.
Yes, Master.
That's the law of the universe.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Vegan for our world to heal.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Hoje, somos abençoados para apresentar a conferência perspicaz intitulada Padres Católicos deveriam pregar o verdadeiro Evangelho do Senhor Jesus, parte 1 de 8, em Entre Mestra e Discípulos, dada em inglês em 19 de novembro de 2021.
Hello, Master.
Hello?
Hi, Master.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you,
Hi,
Master?
I don't know. I cannot think too much about myself. Truly.
Oh,
I'm
Master.
still alive, I guess. Yeah?
Oh, yes, Master.
We are always happy to hear your voice, Master.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Same here. It's just I can't afford it all the time
Yes, Master.
Yes,
because
Master.
of timing. How are you? Are you still happy?
Yes, we are.
We are good and happy, Master. Thank
We are
you.
very grateful and happy, Master. Thank you.
Me too. I'm grateful and happy for anything, anything.
Yes.
Even good food, or not good food, as long as there's some food and some good place, peaceful and safe to stay, to work. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's all we need, actually, physically speaking, yeah?
Yes,
Yes, Master.
And have some time for meditation and some little time to chat. Recently, I just talk to the boys all the time, so I thought I had better talk to you girls or you'll be jealous and I'll be in trouble. Who knows, yes. You think, oh, she loves the boys, she doesn't love us. I don't love anybody, okay? I love animals, people who suffer so much. And I love all the innocent and helpless babies, like unborn babies, unborn humans. They are humans, they're just small.
Yes.
Yeah. Just like the fruits that are not completely ripe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes.
But
Master.
they are still fruits. An apple is an apple.
Yes.
Yes.
A human is a human.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they make me so sad. This world, wherever I think of, wherever I look, there's so many bad things going on, so much evil, I cry a lot all the time. I should not, because I should take care of my eyes. Just
Oh, yes.
sometimes it's so bad, I cannot help it. Yeah.
Yes, it's very sad.
Yeah. Is there anything you want me to explain or help you in any way in our work or in any other things?
Yes, Master. If you would like to answer some questions related to the unborn children's rights.
Oh, yeah. That's just what I've been thinking all this time. Yeah, sure. These are woman stuff.
Yes.
Even though we don't have any children here or anywhere, it's just that it's a woman issue, no?
Yes,
Yes,
it
Master.
is.
Then being a woman, we cannot not feel sympathetic
That's right.
Right. Yes,
to
Master.
these unfortunate mothers and babies.
Yes.
Yes.
Unborn babies, even unborn babies, they are humans already. So to kill humans is a grave sin.
Right.
Yes, it is.
Any religion would tell you that.
Yes.
Okay, ask me then.
Yes.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
At a meeting of American Catholic bishops in Baltimore, the Pope's top envoy to the United States urged them to listen ahead of a debate on adopting a document about Holy Communion.
America's Roman Catholic bishops have approved new guidance on who should receive Holy Communion. The issue stems from a debate over whether Catholic politicians who support abortion rights, like President Biden, should be able to receive the sacrament. The new guidelines do not directly bar them from receiving communion. However, it doesn't stop individual bishops from denying them either.
Master, recently there was a conference of the U.S. Catholic bishops in Baltimore, and one of the matters discussed was the communion and its policy. And although it wasn't directly mentioned, a main reason for it is that Biden's support of abortion was criticized by some bishops. And some of them suggested that in this case, he should not receive communion. As a result of this conference, officials who support abortions, such as Biden, won't be declined the right to receive communion in general. But each bishop in his authority can still decide to give or not give communion. Would Master like to comment on this?
You mean the bishops have different opinion?
Yes, they do.
One says should not give him the sacred communion, and one says yes.
Yes, right.
Some are pro, some are against.
Yes.
I guess it's just, these are humans. Not all of them are enlightened. That's why there is a discussion. There should never be a discussion to begin with.
Yes, Master.
All the religious doctrines tell us thou shalt not kill.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's basic.
And
Yes.
they kill in en masse, 40, 50 million lives every year in the world.
Wow.
My God. And then many places complain that they don't have enough babies to have a younger generation growing.
Yes, Master.
Yeah. How can you even discuss abortion? There should not be any discussion about abortion, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine you and I have been aborted. Yeah, in such a gruesome way as I have seen it on, documentaries, films, and news. It's horrific.
It is horrible.
It's worse than hell.
Yes.
It's like an evil practice, so they should not be discussing it. If they are so-called, priests and working for God, yeah?
Yes, Master.
Yeah, you can see that.
It's very clear.
But I'm glad, some of the priests are enlightened enough to at least obey the commandment from God and to protect lives, no matter how big, how small.
Yes.
Cordileone says he wouldn't give President Biden communion, in part because the president's publicly at odds with an issue the church considers very important.
We praise where we can, but we need to correct where we need to correct.
When they identify themselves as Catholics and then go on to say they support legalized abortion, that creates another problem because now they're misleading others to believe that, well, I'm a good Catholic and I'm doing this, so you can support abortion as well. His soul is in jeopardy, I believe. And when they use euphemisms, when you're violating fundamental human rights, you use euphemisms. And so you say this is health care for the poor. What other healthcare procedure does two people go in, one comes out dead and the other one's scarred emotionally, spiritually, and sometimes even physically? There's never a moral justification for the taking of an innocent human life. Abortion attacks life when it's most vulnerable, when it's least able to defend itself.
We've all seen ultrasounds. We've seen videos and we've seen still pictures of the babies at 10 weeks along. They're jumping and sliding and moving on the inside.
Especially the small humans, they are still helpless, yeah?
Yes,
they're just like flowers, not yet even bloomed. Or bloom halfway and waiting to have the full potential. This is a very, very sorrowful affair. And to even support that is worse than evil.
Yes, Master.
Religious leaders are supposed to primarily protect all lives.
Yes, as I told you many times, the devils, they only punish the bad ones. The fetuses, the babies, they are just so innocent.
Yes, absolutely.
I cannot believe it, the so-called priests who even support abortion, you know, because if you give the sacred communion to any authority or any group or any person or any government leader who supports it, that means you encourage it.
Right.
At least you condone it, or at least you just don't make that person feel that it's a sin to do that. So to wake them up, instead of just let it be like that. You know, how many more babies, unborn or just born and killed, in such a gruesome way before humanity wakes up and abolishes this evil atrocities even.
Right.
Even to kill animal people, you must not already.
Exactly.
And then in Moses' time, he had to endure it so that people didn't kill each other to eat.
Yes.
Like in the desert or something, they were short of food because they had been wandering in the desert.
Yes.
And were maybe short of food, so Moses had to suffer to let them eat the animals, people. But we have a lot of other things to eat now. We have abundant food full of protein and nutrition everywhere.
It's true, yes.
We should not even eat animal people anymore.
That's right.
Because all beings love life.
Right.
Okay, not to talk about killing your own species, your own blood and flesh, like babies in the womb. This is terrible.
62 million babies since 1973 is the entire population of California plus the entire population of the state of Florida. Florida is where I live. Florida, where we have protection for baby preborn sea turtles that are still in the eggs. If you go over to Pensacola Beach and you just disturb the preborn sea turtles buried in the sand by their mother, you can spend 1 year in jail and be fined $100,000. When you have 62 million babies' lives taken legally here in the United States, that is definitely doing evil in the sight of the Lord.
This is not fine, okay? Not fine.
No, it's not.
All these priests who condone or support or even ignore the great sin like this, they will all have to bear the consequences. To be tortured in hell, the way the babies in the womb have to endure. You see, but multiple times over.
Yeah.
Because this is the way it is. Especially if you know already the right from wrong, being a priest.
Yes.
And you commit such a heinous crime, even mentally or just for any reason at all. It doesn't have to be that you kill that baby directly. You still have to bear the burden so that you will know what compassion means. You know what suffering is.
Yes, Master.
That's the law of the universe.
Yeah.
What you do to others will be done to you. It's just the law in this physical universe. No one can escape.
Right.
Especially the ones who already know and still commit the sin, okay?
Yes.
Master.
Or encourage others or condone the practice.
Yes. They still don't understand the consequences.
They are blind.
Oh, yes. How can they understand anything when they live so luxuriously? Big temple, big church, always full of everything they need, and even more than what they need, the luxury cars and houses.
Yes.
And being respected and trusted everywhere in the world. How can they know anything? How can they understand anything? They don't want to understand.
Yes, Master.
Just like a rich man born in richness and luxury would never understand what it feels like to be a homeless on the street, being harassed and looked down upon and molested and, insulted or whatever.
Yes, Master.
Cold and heat and hunger. He would not understand that.
Yeah.
He might read about it and assimilate it with the mental understanding of the vocabularies, but he will never understand truly.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, only the enlightened one will understand all the suffering of others, even though he himself doesn't undergo it.
Right.
It's just like the Buddha, for example, or Jesus Christ, or other masters.
Yes.
It's not necessary that they were born poor or lacking anything. It's just that they have this great compassion in their hearts
Yes.
by nature, okay?
Yes.
The benefit for me is the knowledge that I am saving so many lives and not taking one to sustain my own. I am living proof that it can be done. Children can successfully be fed plant-based foods and grow into healthy, strong vegan adults. Seba Johnson, vegan.